Hello Aries, and welcome to your Triple Cross reading for the month of December 2018. You can use this for your sun, moon, and rising signs, and some months you might identify more with your moon sign or rising sign instead of your sun sign. So if you know your signs, please do check those videos out for more clarity at this time. Also keep in mind that these are general readings, so naturally there'll be some messages that resonate more than others, and that's normal because I'm reading for lots of Aries out there in the YouTube community. Before I begin, I would just like to remind you that this really is the final week of my 15% off all of my private reading offerings that I have on my website, tripletarot.com. And if you'd like for me to look at something particularly tailor-made for you, your name in the cards, your questions, something that you'd like to gain more clarity and insight on, I would love to read for you. And also, I am now on Instagram. I'm doing oracle cards for every astrological sign, for all the 12 signs, for the mid-month. So if you are on that platform, I would love to see you and interact with you there. All right, now in your center position, we have the King of Wands, the 10, the 6, and the 8 of Swords. This is a supporting card, by the way. So definitely we have an excess here of emotional, mental activity at that. And for my Aries out there that feel creatively, because we're dealing with wands, stuck. Or if you have been, like I was saying, overthinking things to an excess, to a point of exhaustion. Especially things from the past, because we have the 6 of Swords here, and that is my card that denotes the past. The key to this situation is acting like this king does. This King of Wands, he is the most the court card that most lives in the moment, truly, first and foremost. And secondly, he believes in himself so much so that he realizes that no matter what happened in the past, everything happened for a reason. If something didn't work out quite the way that you wanted to with the 10 of Swords, perhaps could it be that the universe was protecting you from something? Or this 10 could also denote something that you are ready to graduate from, something that you're ready to release, to remove from your life, because we are dealing with swords, and the swords cut. They cut through illusions. They see things with clarity. And 10s numerologically talk about things that have reached their apex point. They can no longer continue. In tarot, in the minor arcana, we go from an ace to a 10. It doesn't go any more than that. So there is a sense here of having to release something that is no longer serving you, so that you can start anew, start afresh. But I do see with all of these swords card, I see an excess of being worried, preoccupied, especially if you have had a situation that has hurt you and you have been unable to forgive other people or yourself, because sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes we let people in our lives that maybe we shouldn't have. But just know that you acted in the best way that you could have in the time that it happened. So you did the best that you could. You should forgive yourself and forgive others, not necessarily for them, but for yourself, so that you can release and let go and live in the now in an easier way. Now, the positive thing of this center position is that you have appeared in your reading, and every tarot reader has their own connection, their own language with the cards. But for me, and I say that because tarot is very, very personal. Every reader will give their own flavor, their own interpretation with the cards. And for me, time and time again, whenever I read for a sign or a client of mine and they appear in their reading, specifically my favorite spots are the center position and the ego. denote a lot more control. So you have a lot more control overall, but especially with this sense of overthinking, overanalyzing, and not letting go of things that you should have released long time ago, but the cards are inviting for you to do so now, and so that you can live in your present, in the now. Now, in your root area, we have the Five of Cups, the Magician, and the Temperance card. So this area is having a lot of synergy here with what we talked about in the center position, in the sense that you definitely need to heal from your wounds, whatever it is that could have, should have worked but didn't, anything that might have disappointed you, or anybody that caused you pain in some way. This could be another person, or it could be yourself. Once again, just know that you did the best that you could, and this pain or this difficulty has brought about a wisdom and a maturity. That is what I'm seeing here with the Magician and the Temperance card, two major arcana. So this is the message of the most weight in your root area. I do see that whatever was painful or whatever didn't work out the way that you wanted it to, it has brought about a higher wisdom and more maturity for you, for your higher self, and it has brought about the opportunity to become or be more evolved spiritually than you were before. And you will no longer be doubting yourself, your abilities, because whenever the Magician comes, we have the Manifestor card, and the Magician recognizes that he has everything at his disposal to succeed. He can recognize his own abilities, he recognizes what he wants, and he also has the foresight to realize where it is that he wishes to go. Now, in your past, in your recent past, we have the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. So here, for my working Aries, I see you working super hard, very diligently, and this has been taxing on your energy, or it could just be taxing dealing with your boss, people at work, your colleagues. There's a lot of demand on your energy in general, and I do see that for the rest of you, the note here is to just be very careful when it comes to signing documents with the Seven of Swords, especially if it has to do with money, or if it's a document of value. Read everything before you sign it. This could be contracts, paperwork of some sort, for example. And I do see that perhaps it's a mistake, it's a printing error, or it could be a trickster. Here we have the trickster energy with the Seven of Swords. It's just denoting someone that is trying to get away with something, either knowingly or unknowingly. That's the Seven of Swords. So it's best for you to triple, double check everything that you sign. Now, your finances are not in bad shape. They're not in a bad spot, but I do see that it would be good for you, would behoove you to be measured when it comes to your spending, and to have a clearer picture on where it is that you are investing of your money. Is it necessary? Is it something that you need? Or is it a luxury? Is it something that is expandable? Is it something that you don't necessarily need to invest in this month of December? Now, crowning your reading, we have the King of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Knight of Wands. Here you are once again, a lot of control for your sign this month. I like it. I do see once again this theme of being a little bit more cautious when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your spending. And that is a very common thing that we see this month in particular, with all the holidays that are coming about. The thing is, the King of Pentacles is a very generous card. He likes to share his wealth, but with the Hanged Man, the King of Pentacles acts more practically, so as to not exceed yourself, so as to not act like the Knight of Wands, being impulsive, seeing something they like, something shiny, and just buying it and later regretting it. So in order to not act in this way, just be a bit more practical, more prudent, and double think what we talked about here. Do I need this? Is it necessary, or is this something that I don't need to invest in the now? Now, in your future position, we have the Death card, the Nine of Swords, and the Empress card. So I do see here some worry when it comes to your mom or a mother figure to you. This could be a grandmother, an aunt, a sister, a friend, just a woman that you truly adore, that you respect, that you admire. This could also be a wife to you if you are married. But whoever this person is just worry attached to this Empress card. Now, if this is an aspect of yourself, the Empress, regardless if you are male or female, the Empress just talks about wishing or wanting to feel better with yourself, because Venus is the planet that governs the Empress, and Venus is the planet of love and abundance and of beauty and material wealth. So halfway through the month would be ideal when it comes to making changes to yourself. If that is something that you want to do, halfway through the month would be good for that. Think about it. Think about it carefully before you do so with the Nine of Swords energy. But this is talking about changes when it comes to your values, systems, your relationship with money, your self-esteem, your self-worth, your ideas, and for a lot of you, I do see wishing that you had more romance in your life, more of an active love life, or if you do have a partner, that you wish that he or she was more demonstrative towards you, physically or romantically. Now, I do see you opening up to transformation, and do open up when it comes to these areas of your life. Like I said, ideas, money, self-worth issues, and romance. It's good to analyze these things, to see them clearly, and to transform them so that you can live the life that you truly want to have. Now, in your ego position, we have the Star card, the Three of Wands, and the Page of Cups. So around the third week of the month, or from the third week onwards, I do see the energies being a lot more easier for your sign, and that's a beautiful thing to see. I love this trio for you. It's definitely good news. I see a lot more positivity, more abundance when it comes to love, and invitations for you, for your sign. I see a lot of communication for you as well, and your the way that you express yourself with others will be heightened throughout this period. And if you are creative at all, I do see you being able to shine. So if you are an artist, for example, or creative at all, it will be recognized by your industry or your peers. Now, look for new ways of expressing yourself. This could come in the form of dance, of art, of sport, a pastime, a particular pastime, because it will help you mitigate these energies of overthinking that we saw here in the beginning. And I do see a lot of love and communication, and like I said, events for your sign. And if you are dealing with an Aquarius, because the Star card is the card that represents that sign, Sun, Moon, or Rising, I do see a new beginning with them in love or friendship, because cups not only talk about romantic love, but they also talk about platonic love. Now, if you are dealing with a water sign like a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, I do see that you can reach a point of forgiving them or making amends for for something that happened in the past with them. This could be, once again, love or platonic relationship, but there is a deep bond between the two of you, and that's why it's a little bit easier to forgive this person or to keep them in your life, to have that reconciliation between you, because there is a very spiritual bond between you. Now, in your environment, I have the Page of Swords, the Moon card, and the Pope, the Hierophant. So the note for your sign here is to not allow anybody to impose their ideas, their preconceived notions of how you should behave, how you should be. This could be your work, because the Pope can represent our work sphere, your if you are a student, this could be your school, your university, your college, and it could just denote society as a whole. So if you let other people's opinions, perceptions of who you should or shouldn't be, you could come to a point of doubting yourself, or of attracting more of like a lower level vibration towards you, and we don't want that. Just know that these opinions that are going to be projected onto you are simply that. They're just projections of their own insecurities or their own self-doubt. So pay them no mind. Listen to them if you have to, but don't take it with you, because they're just simply projections. Now, in your hopes and fears area, we have the 2 and the Queen of Wands with the Hermit card. So I see these as wishes, as hopes, and you're hoping for more passion in your relationships, more vitality, more dynamism, feeling like you are set ablaze, like you are, like you're feeling it, like you're feeling these relationships that you are in, relationships of all kind, because the 2 numerologically does talk about relationships of all kinds. And so you're hoping to be revalued, or just simply recognized and just valued for who you truly are, for everything that you have to add to a creative endeavor, for your ideas and your originality overall. Now, if you are dealing here with an idea or a project that you are hoping will take throughout this transit, something that you're hoping to see through fruition, something that you're hoping to manifest, just know that it will take hold. It will be a seed that will flourish, but you have to give it a little bit of time. With the Hermit card, the 2 is very strong here. So 2 weeks, 2 months, or the particular date that has a 2 in it, the 2nd of a particular month. So just be more patient with this, but it will definitely take hold. Now, as the outcome for December, we have beautiful cards. We have the Judgment card, the 7, and the 8 of Pentacles. So you're going in the right path, Aries. If you were an Aries, because we do see some difficulties with the work that you had, if you were looking for a new job or a second job, this is the month to do so, to send out your resume, your portfolio, and to keep an eye out, because I do see a good business, a good enterprise coming, a good salary, or simply it will be a job where you are valued for the work that you do. Now, if you are, or if you have been a little bit more cautious with your finances, that was the message here that we saw crowning your reading, you will end the month feeling very much in control of your finances, and actually more abundant at that. So that's why we saw these notes of being more careful with your money, because at the end of the month you will feel very abundant and very satisfied with where you are financially, and you can I see you shining at work, especially if you're creative, and this shine is going to be attracting more abundance into your life. So I do see you ending the month strong, being able to attract more abundance to you and more stability to you, because your self-esteem will be in a very healthy and bright spot at the end of December. All right, Aries, that is the end of your reading. I hope that it has been of help to you and it has given you a guide so that you can better manifest with the energies that are at your disposal throughout the month of December. If you feel like it has been of help to you, you can support my channel by subscribing, giving me a thumbs up, or sharing this reading with somebody else that might need to hear these messages. Also, you can donate. I have placed a link in the description box below, and any denomination is welcome so that I can keep doing these free readings on my YouTube channel. Also, I am now on pretty much all social media platforms. I am on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram under Triple Tarot, so feel free to follow me on over there. I would love to interact with you there as well. And if you'd like a private reading with me, once again, the website for that is tripletarot.com. And like I said, the 15% off for all my private readings is still going on until November 30th. So that would be the best time to do so, because December 1st, prices jump back up. All right, Aries, I'm wishing you a very beautiful, blessed month, happy holidays, and a very happy new year. I will see you guys in January of 2019. Bye-bye.